Are you tired of bulky, complicated knots on your D-rigs? What if I told you there's a cleaner, stronger, and simpler way to create one of the most effective carp rigs ever designed? Today, I'm going to show you how to tie the ultimate D-rig, replacing the traditional bulky knot with a flawless, streamlined finish. We're starting with a classic size 4 curve shank hook. Its shape is perfect for what we're about to build. Now here's the game-changing secret. Instead of a knot to form the D, we're using a tiny section of silicone varnish tubing. Just a few millimeters is all you need. This is the key to creating that super clean, seamless profile. Of course, a small piece of shrink tube will also work perfectly if that's what you have. Once you've cut your piece, take your fluorocarbon hook link and thread it straight through the tube. Now, take the point of your hook and carefully thread it through the tube, making sure not to snag or damage the fluorocarbon inside. Slide the tube all the way up the hook shank until it sits perfectly opposite the barb. Just like this. This precise positioning is key to the rig's effectiveness. With the tube in place, it's time to tie our knotless knot. Hold the line parallel to the shank and begin wrapping the main hook link tightly and neatly down the shank over the top of the tag end. After 7 to 8 wraps, pass the line back through the eye of the hook, this time going from the back to the front. Pull everything down nice and tight to lock the knot in place. You now have a super strong, streamlined connection to the hook. Now for the genius part, creating the D. We're going to use that long tag end we left earlier. First, take a small micro ring swivel and thread it onto the tag end. With the swivel on the line, simply form the D by looping the tag end around towards the eye of the hook. To lock it all in place, pass that tag end through the eye of the hook, going from the back to the front. You can now pull on the tag end to adjust the size of the D loop before locking it down. Pull it snug, leaving just enough slack for the swivel to move freely. Trim the excess tag end, leaving just a couple of millimeters. Now, carefully take a lighter and blob the end of the fluorocarbon. This creates a tiny mushroom shape that makes it impossible for the line to slip back through the eye. And just look at that, a perfect low-profile D-rig. The swivel has incredible freedom of movement, which will give our hook bait a much more natural presentation. If you think that technique is a game changer, let me know by hitting that hype button. To finish the rig, we'll tie a figure-of-8 loop knot at the other end. Create a loop, make one full twist, and then pass the end of the loop back through the initial circle you created. Moisten the knot and pull it down tight to form a strong, reliable loop. This is perfect for quick changing your rigs on the bank. Trim the tag end nice and close. The hook link is now complete. To prepare for baiting up, take a length of bait floss. Simply pass it through the micro swivel and hold both ends together. Now, take your baiting needle and carefully pierce the center of your chosen hook bait. I used a wafter. Latch the floss onto the needle's gate and pull it all the way through until the swivel sits neatly and flush against the wafter. With your lighter, carefully melt the tag end of the floss. This creates a permanent, neat blob that will securely hold your bait in place, cast after cast. And there you have it, the finished rig in all its glory. A perfectly constructed, incredibly effective and flawlessly presented knotless D-rig. The movement and hooking potential are second to none. If you enjoyed this tutorial and want to see more content like this, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel and drop a comment below to let me know what you'll be trying to catch on this rig. Your support is massively appreciated and we'll see you in the next one.